Aloha and welcome to this video about what a work week is like for a cobbler. Hi, my name is Teri Edmonds, and for my subscribers, thank you so much for supporting me. Woo! We're past 7,000 and you guys have just been so supportive all the way, giving me all your great comments. Thank you. It doesn't go unnoticed. For the rest of you that don't know who I am a cobbler in Maui, Hawaii. I am the only cobbler in Maui, Hawaii, and the only shoe repairer. I also own a shoe store called If the Shoe Fits. And so this is what my work week is like. I am checking in for the day. It's before my Tuesday starts, and I'm off on Mondays. So I had a wonderful time at the beach. I am in Maui. And so that's really great. But this week I'm gonna do shoe repair. I am making 2 videos about Birkenstock repair, and I'm doing another video about luxury shoe repair. I'm going to show you some of these awesome items that I get to have fun with this week. It'll take all week to do it. But there are other things that I do. I do miscellaneous services. So I had some random things. I thought I'd show you what they look like. So for instance, I have a client here. I do stitching, and I have a client. This is actually a motorcycle cover for one of the parts on his motorcycle, and he wanted to trim it. So it's been cut and glued, and I've let it set over the weekend, and I'm going to come back through and stitch it together for him today. I do a lot of biker patches, bike vests, bike jackets. It's a lot of fun. I install zippers, all kinds of things. Then I also get a lot of people that have foot problems, and this is a Tiva. And his foot swells. He's got, some health issues with his leg. And so I'm extending the straps by 5 inches, each one of the straps. That's how large his foot gets. I just finished last week a whole bunch of lifts. I mean, super tall, and they're for healthy people and not so healthy people. Some people need lifts because they've had surgery, knee replacement, things like that, and your body is different after the alteration. And so we'll put a lift on the bottom of the shoe. And anyway, so that was a lot of fun. But for this week, now that I'm done with those lifts, I'm also going to be shortening some belts. I do a lot of that. Some of these belts, along with handbag straps, they come so long that, most gals are shorter. I mean, even for me, I'm 5'5", and some of those straps are really, really long. So I'll shorten her belts. Then I have a gal that is visiting, and her friend referred her, but her straps keep breaking out because this bag's so old. So while she's here on vacation, I'm fixing up her strap. But this is kind of a cool leather bag because leather just gets more and more awesome as you deposit your oils and stuff on it. So I'll be doing that. I've already cut it, trimmed it. It's ready for stitching. And then I have another gal. I'm gonna show you the before picture, but this had no sole on it, and all of this black paint had crumbled off over time. It's paint on fabric. It's not a real leather shoe. So I stripped it with a little technique that I use. I've talked about it in my videos. And then I repainted it with Angelus paint, and look at how gorgeous. Then I put a new sole on it. This is a wedge sole. And then she wants to dance in it, so I put a dance chrome. It's not quite finished. I'm gonna do some final sanding on the layers, and I'm gonna ink this edging on this sole so it just disappears. And I'll do it before and after and have that on my Google website. Then I also have some other random things, like I do a lot of backpack and purse repair. And this one is where the strap has actually pulled out. And because this strap goes into a seam, I told the client I would do it for him if I didn't have to open up that one seam, because once you do that, it's a big hot mess. So I'm gonna do it on the outside. I'm gonna put a layer of leather over top of it and then reinforce it, because I'm sure he packs it with a lot of heavy stuff. Then, I also do other things, like for instance, I'm hemming these leather pants. A lot of alterationists would be able to alter this, except for the fact that this needs a sewing machine that has a long arm that can go into it and then stitch. And so we get a lot of business because of that, getting referrals for things. So these are fun. I'll have these done today. All right, then the really good stuff. This Friday or this Saturday, I'm doing that Amazon Live Birkenstock review, and I repaired a bunch of different Birkenstocks. I did a whole session of them. This one happens to be called the Derby, and these were completely trashed. I have a before picture, and I went ahead, I think, oh, this one was tan and I dyed it black, polished it. I'm still gonna do some Yankee wax around the sole to darken it. It'll look really nice and it'll cover up some of those glue marks. I am currently waiting for a replacement insole. This one was so trashed you wouldn't even recognize it. All of the inside was all torn up. So I did what they call a heel back, and I lined it with leather. I have the leather comes over the top, and then it was stitched on so that when the client puts his heel in, it doesn't rub off. So really, really happy. And I changed the sole to this Kegama Vibram sole, and it's so durable. This guy works in these and puts a lot of miles on. So very exciting. He's so excited. But the trick was getting in the footbed. One, they're expensive, so people have to know if they want to replace the footbed on a Birkenstock, it's expensive. It's an extra $40 to $60, and that's if your cobbler doesn't step on the price. I don't. But this one was a special one, and so I had to take measurements. I think my vendor's going to be able to get them for me, so that's all we're waiting for on those. And then we get to the fun stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, here's another random thing. This client is a good client of mine, but he does a lot of patches. He owns a chimney sweep business, and he puts his logo on everything. And so it's fun because I get to do them for him. And so I'll be stitching all of these patches on this carry-on. Then I also have, I'm gonna have a little sip of coffee this morning. Hi everybody, it's so great to be back with you. I am leaving at the end of the month for a week. I'm getting married, finally. Woohoo! I'm so excited. So I try to get everybody done here. All right, so this week is all about luxury shoe repair. I'm starting with the more casual. I do have a couple of Kobe Bryant's. So I'll be gluing these back together for him. They're a real collector's thing right now, but I'm gonna do a how-to video on that, even though I've already done a lot of how to glue Air Jordans. Then I'm gonna do a full review on all the luxury shoes on Saturday for my Amazon shopping cart, where you can find all the supplies that I used. But basically, I'm gonna start with cleaning everything. I have all of these shoes are, for instance, I'm just gonna show you some, but this is a Dior, Christian Dior, and with this gorgeous lining. And I'm definitely gonna clean everything because I had one client bring in a full rack of them. Another client brought about 3 more clients. So I give them an upgraded service because I charge a little bit more for them. But look at some of these Dior's. I mean, hello, gorgeous, darling. Oh my gosh. I mean, then there's even kind of a vintage at this point. I'm gonna put on new heel caps for her. And then of course the classic. And see, these will be nice. So I'm gonna clean up these footbeds. It's gonna make a big difference. I'm putting on a new sole for her. And then another Dior that's just simply fun. Of course, I'm putting on new soles. And I also sell this material on Amazon. Isn't that fun? And I'm going to show you some more. Of course, there's this really cute orange color, but you can see by the color of the heel that it is about to crumble off. So I'm going to replace those for her. And then of course we have some kind of vintage Chanel. I can tell these are older, they're fabric. I'm replacing some elastics on them and new heel caps. And then I've got, you know, some Gucci's, just super fun stuff. I mean, there are so many to show you. I don't even know where to stop, but I'm gonna stop just because I need to, I'll be reviewing them all on Saturday. But look at those, hello, Dior, super fun. You know, there's probably 20, 30 more pair down here. And then of course, you know, like even something like this. This is a Valentino and it's coming unglued, so I'll be gluing those soles back together. And then even like the Louboutin, you know, they're so fabulous, but I'm installing some more rhinestones that have come off of her shoes. So I'll be installing those for her. And then of course we have like a, this one's kind of sassy. This is a Gucci. Look at that. And then she loves her Gucci. So we are also doing some turquoise Guccis for her. And, you know, just some nice basic brown flats. And of course she has these really cool, like rust colored Guccis. And I'm putting on a new heel. Also, a lot of these pairs I'll be putting on a half sole so that it doesn't keep breaking through and it's non-slip. So there we have that. That is like a full week's worth of work for me. Not to mention that I work my floor. So I thought what I'd do is I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to take you guys for a real quick tour of some of the awesome stuff that I have inside the store right now. Okay, here we are. This is my honey's honey. He has a Maui bee farm, and so he produces honey. I also sell a bunch of DIY supplies because not everybody can wait for my services. I sell socks. I also sell shoelaces, and these are some of the shoe care items you can pick up in my store. But I also have an Amazon shopping cart. You can have it delivered. I got some new Italian shoes in. These are super fun. This is the Italian Shoemaker brand, and I'm excited to have them back. Then we have some more dressy heels. I'm starting to bring the dressy heels back now that COVID's over. Then lots and lots of inventory. Oh my gosh, I'll have to do a separate video on every single pair. Lots and lots of work boots. This is just going to be the way it will be this year. I'm very excited about it. And so lots of inventory, as you can see. Then of course we have my hunting selection right there. And we also have current inventory right there. I do sell Keens. So I have Keen work boots. These are not waterproof. These are also not waterproof, but they're with safety toe. And then I have some great hikers here. I just sell a ton of them. They're all really comfortable. You can't go wrong. This has been a great one by Keen, and I need to get more in stock. Then of course I sell the Power Step. You guys know I talk about that all the time. And then we have our gigantic UFOs selection. So that's what my current inventory is for UFOs and the Power Steps. And I also have my assortment of Keen sandals. And one of the last things is the new sign that we just got. I'm getting one for the outdoors, but I'm going to take you guys with me to see it. And there it is. It's kind of hard to see because it's in the shade, but I'm getting one also for the front door, which is really exciting for me. Just a new phase. And so there we go. Well, that pretty much does it for me. As you can see, I better get back to work. But again, thanks for subscribing, you guys. I think about you all the time, and by you subscribing and liking these videos, it helps support my ability to make more content. So, see you later. Bye.